Hi, my name's Felix and I'm a management consultant. So consulting as an industry is not that widely known about. I know in my case I only heard about it at university. So it's worth me explaining a little bit about what it actually is. So companies and organizations of all types need to create and implement strategies in order to be successful. So for a company that might mean increasing its sales. For a charity, maybe getting more members. But they need to pick the right strategy, and that's when they might hire consultants to give them hopefully the right advice based on analysis and their expertise. When not in lockdown, I work in an office in central London. It's a nice space, lots of room to collaborate, lots of good snacks. And my typical day is pretty varied. I might be speaking with industry experts or analysing some sales data or creating a report that summarises our findings for the client. And we work very much on a project by project basis, which means that there can be quite a lot of variety. So every month to 2 months you might be doing something a bit different. I do travel sometimes for work, so that might be to go and meet a client or experience their business firsthand if they're not based in London. So what's exciting about consulting is that from very early on in your career, you can see the impact your work is having in the world around you. So for instance, you might be working for a fast food company, and maybe your recommendation to the client is that they change their menu. Well, you could walk into that restaurant 2 months down the line and see that new menu and order from it. And hopefully you'd get to hear from the client that commercially it had been a success. And that's quite satisfying. So the job can be pretty challenging because you're always working on different types of business problem and often very different types of business. So I remember initially I often felt quite out of my depth. Particularly, for instance, on an early project, I was working for some investors considering making an investment in a company that manufactured high-end cinema camera lenses that might be used in Hollywood or high-end production. And one of these lenses might cost £50,000. And initially I was really struggling to understand the dynamics of this market, which, particularly because the product technical specifications were quite important. But through a combination of making an effort to learn more about it and speaking with industry experts and testing and developing our knowledge within the team, it really started to come together. Also, it's a job that teaches you a lot of useful skills, in particular teamwork and problem solving. Teamwork because clients typically want answers to their questions quickly, and so working as a team is essential for achieving that. And then problem solving because clients don't typically hire consultants and pay for them if the answer is very straightforward. So you're going to need to do a lot of thinking about what the potential solutions are and then doing the analysis to back up which one of those is the right solution. Consultancies like to have people who can demonstrate that they're entrepreneurial. So for you that might mean selling some t-shirts or creating a ticketed music night. It shows that you can think commercially and hopefully make a success out of a business venture. Get work experience. Don't be too worried about the sector. It's more important to get a breadth of experience. What is useful is if you can talk about what you actually achieved on that work experience. You cleaned a customer database and that enabled the sales team to contact more customers. Those kind of details really show that you're someone who has impact.